Welcome to News Now Alberta. This is Special Ed. Today we're looking at a video that was sent to me by Jason Pouliot from the Eye on Corruption. His original video and link to his page will be in the description. This video is longer than my usual videos, and Jason had cut it to just the action part, so I don't want to cut into some more, and I will add my information and comments as the right of use. A lot of people, like myself, follow the Americans and their Freedom of Information Act request, but we have the same freedoms in Canada. If you want to send me links to videos, you can do so in the comment section like Jason did, or you can email me at newsnowalberta2@gmail.com.
Hi, I'd like to make a Freedom of Information Act on the camera footage of the courthouse on November 1st.
Okay. The sheriff coming up. They're the ones that you would speak to about getting footage.
Okay. So you don't have Freedom of Information forms here?
It's not something. I'm not sure.
Because as far as I understand the law, any kind of government entity is supposed to have Freedom of Information Act papers. I make the request and you forward it on to the proper appropriate station. And you're calling sheriffs to come and see me when it's concerning them the Freedom of Information Act. So I find that a little biased.
Well, they're the ones who deal with all the footage here.
Okay, but making a Freedom of Information Act doesn't require a sheriff, it requires you. You give me the paper, I submit it.
Are you recording?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, you can't record.
Absolutely, I can.
There's
Absolutely, I can. This is public property. Go work in the private sector if you don't want to be recorded.
What's going on?
Hi, making the Freedom of Information Act on the video footage.
What's the email that you need?
I'd like to submit it on paper and have it photocopied and timestamped. I'm turning it in here. You
Okay.
guys are by law are
can-
supposed to forward it to the proper destination.
I don't
You
even know
could
what
you
that
could
would
put a Freedom of Information Act to any government entity, and they're supposed to forward it to the proper.
Section Jason is talking about when he says that he can FOIA is the new Bill C-54 of the Freedom of Information Act. Bill C-54, an act to amend the Access to Information Act and the Privacy Act, received royal assessment on June 21st, 2019, making important improvements to the openness and transparency of government. These are the most significant amendments to the Act since it came in force in 1983. The new legislation improves the way government information is provided by Canadians by giving the Information Commissioner the power to make binding orders in relation to access to information requests, including the release of government records, eliminating all fees apart from the $5 application fee, requiring institutions to proactively publish specific information known to be the interest of public without the need for a request, and allowing government institution within the same ministerial portfolio to work together to process requests more efficiency. The last section is what is important in this video. So they can send the same section of government if you don't do the FOIA at the institution in particular.
Information Act
I
on
get
video
that.
camera footage that was here November 1st when I was illegally.
And I gave you an email to contact.
I'm making a Freedom of Information Act on the events that happened November 1st, illegally throwing me out of the, physically throwing me out of the
I was
courthouse.
there. It wasn't
I'm here
illegal.
peacefully. I'm not.
I know. I'm not saying
doing anything. So
I'm
don't.
just saying I was there
don't-
and it wasn't illegal.
Oh, yes, it was.
You were removed legally.
I wasn't moved
If you want to
legally.
Google
I mean,
it, you can Google the Court Security Act.
No.
And that's what.
No. By addressing the person that I was just acquitted from, telling him to do better. That's reason. And then having then having a door.
Well, I was here. I watched you punch a door.
I didn't
and then
punch
have
the door.
to
I
be
stopped the
removed.
door. I stopped the door from being closed on me.
Okay. Well, I watched you.
That's
have
it.
to be removed.
Well, that's pretty.
Because you got elevated.
That's pretty.
And had to be taken out of the court.
Oh, sure. That's yeah. I'm addressing Brown, telling him to do better. He's been making tickets for so long,
Yeah.
and yet I tell him to do better. And cop.
There you go, man. They gave you the website there if you want that.
You know what I'll do? I'll just turn this paper around, ask for a pen, and I'll submit it to you guys.
You guys got
Because I've already
like a
submitted
garbage
to
can.
the supervisor of the sheriff, and so far nothing's been being done.
They can't even accept it, man. So you can write whatever
What do you
you
mean
want.
they can't accept
They're
it?
not going to accept it. There's a
Then you
specific
forward
department.
it to that department.
No,
That's how it works.
That's what you'll have to do. They're not going to do that.
No.
So I'll tell you what you can do, man. I'll make it super easy. You write whatever you want on that paper. It's
And
going to
just-
probably go in the garbage.
Really?
And you can either deal with that, the email I gave you, or you can find the department to email it to.
Where a government institution receives a request for access to a record under this part, and the head of the institution considers that another government institution has a greater interest in the record, the head of the institution may, subject to such conditions as may be prescribed by regulations, within 15 days after the request is received, transfer the request and, if necessary, the record to the other government institution, in which case the head of the institution transferring the request shall give written notice to the transfer to the person who made the request. This section is that if you do a FOIA request in a different part of the government, they will send it to the correct part of the government. They just have to email you first. That is all that Section 8(1) of the Freedom of Information Act says.
I'm going to make a
But these
date.
guys aren't doing
I'm
anything
going to
with
make
your
a
paper.
date. I'm going to show it on camera here, and then I'm going to submit it, and then we'll.
They're
go
not doing
from
nothing
there.
with it. So
Well, they're not doing nothing with it. That'll be denial of service.
fine.
Okay. The date today. And I have no ill intent, or I'm here peacefully.
It's fine, man. I'm just telling you.
I knew there would be restraint. I do
with
intend on going all the way with it. So
Okay.
The application has to be submitted online. There's nothing that we...
no, it's online and paper form. Before online, there was paper form. The internet didn't exist
Right, but those...
40 years ago, and there was paper. There is no change. The law is the law. It's either one way or another.
Okay.
I am requesting camera of November 1st, 2024. And courthouse. And courthouse. Pertaining to incident with badge 202 Johnson. This isn't my first attempt to acquiring this footage.
But since
Number 819-674-4184. Pouliot Jason 07 at Gmail. What's your name and badge number, please?
Brian Johnston,
And ID number?
375.
Your name and badge number, please?
Deputy Wood, 371.
Wood?
Yeah.
Thank you. And this is the office that are denying me of, well, we'll see how it goes, or?
They're not denying you. They gave you the
You're
proper-
denying me service.
No, they told you how to do
No,
it
no,
properly.
these are public servants that don't want to give me
However
the
you want.
proper service that I require.
All right, man. So what's up? You're just going to leave that there? Or?
Will you accept this?
They're not going to take that.
Will you accept this paper from me?
I can't accept.
Could you
it.
photocopy it and forward it to the proper people that need
I
it?
can give you the contact information.
You don't want to take this paper?
She's not going to take
I
it.
can't accept a FOIA.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Jenna Lee. I can
Pardon me?
There's the information for the place you
My name is
need.
Jenna Lee.
Jenna
I'll give
Lee?
you the contact information for the appropriate office. You could give them a call and they can place
Any government entity building is the proper office name.
That's not how that works.
Well, that's what you say. Doesn't mean you know every
Yeah,
aspect.
recheck Google
I do
again.
cement and I do asphalt and I
So
learn
you're
every
not
day. And I could sit here and videotape the whole time I'm here. You can't kick me out.
Okay.
So you holding the door isn't indicating anything for me to leave. With all due respect, I have as much right as anyone to be in here.
Yeah,
I have the right to videotape.
Yep.
I have the right to record on my phone and document anything that happens in here.
I never told you you couldn't.
So I'm being denied the video camera footage. You guys say it's justified.
one's
I
denied-
disagree.
no one's denied you anything.
proper
We told you
channels
the
to
proper
go
way to
through,
get
and
it.
No,
you're
no, no.
refusing to do
And
it.
you're saying
You
that-
should calm down.
You're saying that
You should
Google
calm
knows
down.
better.
You're telling
You
us-
should calm down.
We.
You should
you're
calm
telling
down.
them that they're refusing service. We.
I am
the
refusing
proper
service. You're not
channels.
doing it the right way. You're forcing me to do it
They told
online.
you the proper
You
way.
don't obviously know what you're talking about. They have to give me a physical paper. I turn it in, and then it's forwarded to the proper authorities. That's how it works.
Okay.
You could,
There's
you
no-
could, you could try
that's not
and
how-
raise your voice and whatever.
I'll
You're
try
not going to
different
get me to
Google
jump into it.
I would try a different Google page.
It's not Google.
Okay.
It's part of a community. It's part of law. I've been talking
You
about
got
this
enough
for a
content
while.
For your YouTube channel, you're good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
See you later.
I ain't going anywhere.
Oh, okay.
You first.
I'm not going on.
Well, then I guess I'll stand here and videotape.
Okay.
You don't own the building.
I don't.
We do. We do.
Yeah, we.
We. Not when you're wearing that that uniform.
Exactly,
You don't
just
own
like
it.
you do.
No, but right now you are required by law to go by policy, and
Okay.
you have No, you're not.
Okay.
Is there a reason why you're sticking around me and accosting me?
I'm not accosting you, man.
Well, then why are you telling me to leave?
I didn't tell you to leave.
You're holding the door and telling me that I can't stay, pretty much.
When did I tell you you couldn't stay?
Well, why do you want to hold the door for me, indicating for me to
I'm
leave?
just doing my job and I work here.
Okay, you work here, or
I work here. Yeah.
so you're sweeping people out of the office?
I never swept you out.
Well, you're trying to.
No, I didn't. I just asked if you got enough content for your YouTube channel and
Oh,
you're good to go.
you got a problem with my YouTube channel?
No.
No?
I just know that's what you're recording for.
Oh, I'm recording for my protection
Okay.
from tyrants like this building.
Okay.
In this building, there are tyrants, there's tyranny, there's corruption, there's judges protecting police officers, not submitting evidence so it's not public information.
Your video.
Oh, no.
Your video of the.
Me in the courthouse, I wish I was video recording when I walked out of that
Your
courtroom.
video of the incident with Officer Brown.
That's why I want the video
I
camera
know,
footage,
but
because it will
it's
show
already on
eventually the
YouTube.
truth.
You're acting like as if.
No. My
as if
video
they would've-
footage from here is not on there.
But that's what I'm saying. You're acting as if they would have played it in court. There would have been a different outcome. But you got.
Body cam footage? Yeah,
got
it is
it.
submitted. That's what body cam footage is
But
for.
what did you want to come out of that? You got your ticket.
What I want, it doesn't matter that don't matter to me that I was acquitted. Now what matters to me is the judge had that acquitted, so evidence wasn't submitted
You
of
think
his
the
behavior.
judge hid the body cam footage.
No. You're changing my words to try and make it sound like I'm the one who's in
You're
the
saying
wrong.
there's tyranny here and that they.
There is tyranny and
You got
corruption.
acquitted-
Absolutely.
You got acquitted of your
Absolutely.
speeding ticket.
That's not the fact. That's not. It's why I was acquitted
That's
for
what
the
I'm trying to
footage.
find out is what's the big overarching conspiracy theory that
Me,
you have. That
it's not a big overarching conspiracy theory. Stop wording things to try and make me look
Not allowed-
stupid.
Not permitted to report staff or into our office.
Oh, really?
That's correct.
This is public. This is lobby.
All right, you gotta go,
FOIA.
man.
This is
Staff or not?
FOIA.
We gotta go.
This is FOIA. This is public property. I'm allowed to videotape
Okay.
anywhere
I'm
on public
gonna
property.
ask you to leave.
And I'm not causing a disturbance. We're having a
I'm
discussion.
gonna ask you to leave right now,
Or what?
or I'm gonna make you leave.
Or you're going to make me leave by using physical force?
Yeah, under the Court Security Act, anyone who
Will I be under arrest? Am I detained?
I will detain you for the purpose of removing you from.
What crime have I committed?
It's not a crime.
What crime do you suspect me of
I
committing?
don't suspect you of a crime.
So you don't have legal authority
I do.
to
If
touch
you want to
me.
Google the Court Security Act after I get you out of here, you can feel free.
Yeah, they have to
But
be
it
doing
gives me the
something
authority to
illegal though,
remove you
right?
from
They
the
have to be
courthouse.
doing something illegal.
No,
You have to have
for any
probable
reason-
cause, right?
Okay.
They've told you
You gotta
there's
go.
nothing
Hey, we're
else they
talking.
can do for you. So I don't know
Nothing
what
else.
else you're trying
She's
to do.
saying you can't record in here, so you gotta go.
Don't touch me. I'll go. Don't touch me, and you back
I'm not
up.
touching you.
You
You don't
back
tell
up.
me what to do.
I'm telling
No
you
one
what to
touched
do,
me.
public
Just-
servant.
You gotta go.
Yeah,
You gotta go now.
good enough. So you won't take this paper, ma'am?
They won't.
You won't photocopy it for me?
already told you
Don't
what you
flank
gotta do.
me. Don't flank me.
It's time to
You're
leave.
just you're just
It's
itching to
time
put
to
your
leave.
hands on me, eh?
We've told you to leave.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
He was kicked out for filming because the employee does not want to be filmed. This is covered under Section 2B of the Canadian Charter of Rights, that we have freedom of press in this country. A qualified journalist's source privilege exists in the common law, and a test that is informed by charter value is used to determine the existence of privilege on a case-by-case basis. On an application for a production order against the media, the authorizing judge should apply to the facts of the case a specific analysis that balances the state's interest in the investigation and prosecution of crime and the media right to privacy in gathering and disseminating the news. So basically, if they want to be excluded, they would have to apply for a judge that the information in the office should not be part of public interest, which is almost impossible when it comes to a public office. Freedom of the press and other media of communication are protected within the same section as freedom of expression in the Charter of Rights and Freedom. Because freedom of the press is included in the Charter, the protection is constitutionally entrenched, meaning that all provincial and federal laws, as well as government actions, have to respect this freedom. Laws of government action that infringe on the freedom of the press can be struck down by a court or lead to other remedies. The big issue with Section 2B and the FOIA is that in Canada, it is so open to interpretation that there is not enough case law to narrow things down, so the judge could see it either way. Let me know what you think of this video in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. Check out my Patreon, where for $1 a month, you can get my videos a week in advance with other perks coming. Thank you.